All right, I think we're on. I need a little more lotion on my hands. The air is so dry during the winter here. The heat, or the well, not the heat, the lack of heat. The the sub sub zero for all of you with the communist units, but the freedom units, it's sub 32. Um, Sub freezing. It reduces the amount of water the air can hold, and then your furnace blasts every last drop of water out of the air. So it's pretty drying. It's a pretty drying experience. Not that any of you wanted to know about that. All right. What are we gonna do today? Let's jump over to. I don't have it open, do I? No, I don't. All right. Let me get there, and then I will share my screen with you all. I have a brand new, let's see. I have a brand new project. We have two projects here. So if you go to the null channel, these are both public. You should be able to see them. I'm gonna try to organize all my work on these two projects on GitHub. So should be a one-stop shop. I was doing it on Notion, um, but I couldn't find a dark theme, and that's not the only reason. Let's be real. This is just keeping everything in GitHub. We're just gonna sit here and use it. So that's kind of nice, I think. Um, I like that at least. So yeah. I'm gonna give a little bit of time. I know that Nighthound was gonna be on in a little bit. I think he wanted to see the apply of the Argo. So what we have to do today? Yeah, I haven't actually added anything here. Let's create something. The cool thing about these, and you can do this with Notion too. So this is not a dig against Notion. I like to consolidate. This is consolidating, and I wanted to learn this anyways. Is we can actually link projects. So I could like let's say I some issue, and I could create this, but I can actually convert it to an issue. And so anything, so let's say there's an issue with my website, which there's plenty of issues. We can actually make it an issue on that. So it can track across all the null channels GitHub projects really easily. And well, we're just gonna close this issue because it wasn't an actual issue. But yeah, so for that, it's actually pretty nice. And so again, Notion can do that, but this is consolidating and just works out of the box. So what are we gonna do today? So we want to get our Argo CD deployment working. I have updated it. So if you guys remember, last Tuesday, we broke the cloud. Thursday, we kind of fixed it. And we upgraded our Kubernetes deployment. Been using K0s, which runs in a little bit of a weird way, but it's nice as well. It allowed me to reset my cloud like twice and be back up and running, so I'm not complaining. It does run in a little bit of a weird way. It doesn't use the static pod manifest. Anyways, I made changes to this to make this better as well. So you know what? We can get rid of these. I had like other experiments sitting out there. This is the one that's our current cloud. Now this doesn't seem to be working. I told this to be a controller and a worker, but it still doesn't seem to be scheduling on this controller node. So we need to check that out at some point. So actually, let's I'm putting this in here just for why does the why does the controller node not rule pods? And we're actually going to make this an issue on the null cloud deployments because that's part of our configuration of our cloud. My whole goal here is that we can go from 0 to everything in an hour on any Kubernetes cluster. In theory, I'm not going to actually support any Kubernetes cluster, but the theory is 0 to 100 on any. Now, some of the things that we're going to have to do, some customizations, if we run this on a public cloud, we need to not do some of the we need to not do some of the like Metal LB. That shouldn't be done. We should use their load balancer. I'm not going to use my own load balancer. So yeah. That actually brings me to a good point here. If you guys notice, we have configuration. So in network, we have configuration for Istio, but we don't actually install Istio. And if you want to know why, let's go to Istio's documentation. Install Istio. They'd like you to install Istio with Istio-ctl, basically, or Helm. And you guys know how much I love Helm. They have this operator, which seems nice, but it seems like there's all these warnings. So they're like, yeah, use of the operator for new Istio installations is discouraged in favor of Istio-ctl and Helm installation methods. Now we can use Argo CD to apply Helm. We could, or we could just use Istio-ctl. I think we just use Istio-ctl. And the thing, I don't like this because it breaks all of our DevOps stuff. But the other option is to install Istio-ctl with Helm in Argo CD. Which would you guys like to do today? Hey, Nighthound. Which would you like to do? Istio-ctl or Helm in an Argo CD? Why do I avoid Helm so much? What does Helm bring me? When I look at a tool, I ask, what problem that I have does it solve? So, when I'm using Argo CD, what problem do I have that Helm solves? If you can answer that, I'll switch to using Helm. And don't get me wrong, I'm not being super critical. I actually think Helm solves some problems for some people. I think that Helm is really great if you're looking at like a person that's just getting started and they want something like apt on their Kubernetes cluster. You know, you can go and you can apt install this thing and it kind of just works. And I get that. Um I don't ever find myself in that need. Um Especially for something that I'm trying to get to be production ready. Istio-ctl? Okay. Now, we'll have to go install Istio-ctl. That won't be a problem. Man, the other problem that we're going to run into is I've updated every single version of everything. So we're going to see how well this blows up. Like, I updated Metal LB, so we're going to 13. I was on point 0.9. We're on point 13 of Metal LB. I upgraded our Argo CD. Our Argo CD is on 2.5. We were on 2.0. 2.6 is not out yet, but there's a release candidate for it. Maybe we'll cover that in the news this week. The release notes for the 2.6. Any new things that are coming out in that? I updated Cert Manager to the latest Cert Manager. Nothing in Cloudflare or gvisor to update, so yeah. So updated quite a bit. Okay, so we'll install Istio via Istio-ctl. Let's do it. Istio-ctl. Quick start. Download the Istio release. That's what we need. Oh no. Let's see if Yum has a package for it. Did I say Yum? I'm sorry, Arch. I'm sorry, Arch. I meant yay. Oh, but I haven't installed for a couple of days, so this is gonna find a bit of stuff. Wait. No, there's no Istio-ctl. Okay. Right, it's not installing. This is just the SYU is updating all the things, and so it found stuff to update, but it doesn't list Istio-ctl as one of the things. Wow, this is the smallest I've seen. So, oh, maybe yeah, it doesn't have Istio-ctl. Okay, we'll just go their way. So what you're saying, in that case, I think the Helm charts are dependable. What if Istio-ctl changes in the future? What if you want to upgrade Istio? Those are all handled by Istio-ctl. So I'll show you. We'll show you. I really wish. I don't know. This is not the best way to do an installation. I get it though. Supporting everybody's package manager is difficult. This is where I wish that there was an open source package management that just worked on all platforms. Let's see what to begin. Oh, did they put it in our system folder? Didn't they need sudo? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we have to add here we go. We just need this. Now we don't need all of this because we have a pretty helpful script that the community gave us. Check this out. We'll go to our Zush. So we have this add path function, which is pretty cool. And I think this is actually pretty cool. I almost wanted to make a little video. I've actually wanted to start doing like once a month a Mighty Mini Monday that's just like a 5-minute video on a topic, and I think I'm gonna make one on this because I really like it. So then you can just do path add and then the path, and we don't need all of this here. And that's pretty convenient, actually. It's pretty convenient at all. Oh, that's where it installed it? Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It installed it just in the directory. It thought I was in the home directory. Oh my gosh, that's so gross. Is that literally what its script does? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're not leaving it here. That's the worst. This is literally just. Oh, okay, 1 second. It just dumped it in here. Okay, we're just gonna move this to. We'll do this. All right. If you're gonna make an install script, don't do this. So I'm not going to do a Mighty Mini Monday every Monday, but I think some of these streams we can go over something that would be really easy to make a video of, and yeah, let me double dip a little bit, and so I think that would be great. And I think actually a lot of people like those Mighty Mini Mondays. So yeah, I'm gonna bring those back. I think not every week. That is not what I'm saying. Just try to hit one once a month. Like if it's a 5 minute video, it really shouldn't take me but 2 hours to make the video, get it out, and that's like half of that time is making a thumbnail. We need to make an AI to make a thumbnail. It'd not be worse than what I make. All right, make dir. We're gonna make a dir of bin here at my home, and then we're gonna is there in the istio, there's just a binary in there's a bin inside of this, so we're just going to move the istio binary, so we'll just move this into bin. There we go. And now we're going to rm r istio ctl. Okay. Whew. I'm sorry, that was not what I expected at all. Now we need to go back to our, let's see, we need to vim our zhish again and update this to be, actually we can just delete this because I already added bin here. So now we don't have to do anything there, and we don't even have to source it because it's already there. Actually, let's cover that really quickly because I think that this is doing a little bit that it is not evident, right? Especially if I haven't written a lot of bash. But if you look here, it's checking this, so that there's something in here. So it's just checking the one. But this is where I think the real magic happens, is that it's checking that the current path doesn't have what you're adding. Then it will add it. And it will just tack it onto the end. So that means that you can source this file. This is something that Russell, he's the person that recommended this, and somebody else came up with this. It wasn't me, and I don't think it was Russell, but it could have been Russell. Not sure. But I think he said somebody else came up with it. It's not groundbreaking, but this is something that's really nice. So the more you source this file, you don't keep adding all of these things to your command line, and it makes adding a new thing to your path really easy. You don't have to copy and paste this whole thing where you set your path equal to your path plus something else, and then you accidentally fat finger it and you don't actually add your path, and then you screw up your path. And anyways, it's really nice. I like it. So I think that other people could do it a lot faster. I'm not very fast at editing videos, so like that's probably part of my problem. Nor am I very fast at making thumbnails. Like, shoot. Yeah. It might be faster, especially if it's just a lot of command lines. So actually, I think that it depends. It depends. Because if you're talking about a video where I go all out and make like some animations and stuff like that, Um, I would say that it's probably close to like an hour per 5 minutes. So if it's a 20-minute, no, it's probably more than that. I would say if it's a 20-minute video, that I would spend somewhere around 10 hours on it. Trying to get the animations, it cut right, the sound. Um, if it's something like the Rust episodes, those are actually easier and faster. It's a lot of command line, and I could be like highlighting text a little bit better. So maybe there's a few animations I should be adding into those, but those are a little bit better. So like this last one was like what, 15 minutes, and I probably didn't spend 20 hours on it. I probably spent something like, well, and so then this matters. Do you count all the prep work I did in December to make those classes? Because the actual video making wasn't that bad. The actual video making I probably only spent 5 hours on. But I probably spent 20 hours total on that video if you count all of the stuff that went into trying to decide what the best course was, when to do testing. I decided to do testing before you even knew how to do flow control, because I wanted to make sure that when we did flow control, we wrote a test for it. That was the idea. So I decided just to do that right away. Yeah. All right, let's get back to Istio-CTL. So with Istio-CTL, there is a... Wait, Istio-CTL is not found. You lie. Maybe I do need to source my zhush. Ah, I could spell. Ah, I hadn't sourced it. Okay, fair enough. So here you can see that we have an install, but there also is things to uninstall, but there's also things to upgrade. So the problem I have with Istio is it does kind of break our declarative, we use Argo for everything. We could fix that by installing with Helm. I'm not sure though that that's worth it. Let's see if we do install with Helm. We can do this, and so we can add the repo to Helm. But then let's look at upgrading. So let's see how the upgrade differs. So there's actually a lot of steps for this, which Istio-CTL just takes care of. Also, somewhat I consider Istio foundational. So by that I mean like it's something that you expect before your applications are deployed on it, because it handles things like the network and things like that. And so I think what we'll do is we'll just script it out. We'll do Istio-CTL, and it will still be pretty quick and pretty easy. Also, I've tried to install Istio with the Helm chart before and had problems with it, but that could just be me. So let's run these checks. They download the Istio release. Let's see. Let's run the what was it? The Istio CTLX precheck. No issues found. So then we can just do Istio CTL install. Yes. So now I was thinking about it, and I in my Rust video I said while that's happening we can chat for a little bit. In my Rust video I said that we would do Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I was talking to Russell, sorry. I don't know why I said Russ. I think it was because I said Rust. Anyways, I was talking to Russell, and I do think that it actually makes sense at 11 a.m. on Saturdays to do actually the next class. So that would be like today. Now, because I announced it on that video, I'm still going to do it on Tuesday. But that means we do it once a week, which is a better cadence for me, anyways. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it Tuesday and Saturday this week because that's what I announced on the video. And then the people that join on Tuesday, if anybody does join, they can be updated. And that will allow me to get out a new video this Friday, and I can announce the change of that in that video as well. So, anyways, that's what we're going to do. I think that's a better cadence for sure. It also lets me get more stuff done on Tuesdays and Thursdays instead of trying to prep for those, I think. I am the personification of Rust. Are you saying I'm difficult to understand? I apologize. I'll try to speak a little more clearly. I can move the mic a little closer too. Is that better? All right, Istio's done and installed. We should be able to check for it. All right, 1 second. I gotta stop this. I gotta stop this. I know. This is actually the second time. The first time I did it, I don't think you were watching. I guess for some reason you are the personification of Rust. And then I just go with Russ. And like that's your name. It's not your name, and I apologize. I don't do it on purpose. I was not purposefully doing that. Okay, we need to do some Kubernetes stuff here because I'm tired of typing out Kubernetes. I don't do K in my videos because I don't want a new person to be confused as to what I'm doing. Like KGP is Kubernetes get pods, but so like I've been playing this balancing act of not doing it so a new person can just join. But I think that they can just ask from now on. Um, if I make a video, I'm still gonna do kubectl, just because again, like that's for a video, but for the stream, we're just going to alias these things. Um, so let's do this. We'll call this Kubernetes. Aliases, alias. I think that's how you spell it. We'll find out in just a second. All right, so we want to. We'll just do a couple ones. So we'll do like let's do. Let's see. Alias. Uh, we'll do. K. Let's do the easy one. Kubectl. And then we'll do alias. And this one is kubectl get pods. We can do. I'll have to actually type it out before I alias it. We can do one to switch configuration, but there's actually some tools to do that. So I think we'll just start using some of those tools. I reviewed one tool that was a new tool that came out, and I need to download it and get used to that. So we'll probably just do that. We'll just start with these. This will be good. Let's source our Zush. This is so nice. Okay, cool. So we can do KGP dash in cube system. No. We want Istio system. Nice. All right. Oh. So so Windows people, if you ever find your friend's Windows machine unlocked, the whole way to prank them is to you know take a picture of their background and then put all of their folders on their desktop in one folder, and set that as their background. To prank a Linux person, you just you just alias K to curl to to curl a YouTube video. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right, so then all we have to do now, we have all the prerequisites done. We have Istio installed. All we do now is deploy this. I need to push it really quickly before we do that. Oops. So let's do. So this is everything that we changed. We updated our bare metal deployment using K0s. We updated. I reorganized some stuff, so there's some like new files. Also like renamed. Did Metal LB in its own folder instead of just in networking. So this is probably going to break or not work, but it will be better. I was about to do a git apply. Oh my gosh. All right. The last thing that we have to do, since this is a public repo and um, our, I think it's going to accept from any place by default. We should just be able to apply it. So let's just tell it where its project is. So we have this application, so we just need to apply this to our Argo CD. And it's going to apply all of the stuff in here. So let's just try doing that. Probably not a real. Now I have to click on this. 1 second. I gotta click on this to see if it's actually a real URL. It's not. It's not. It would be great if it was. Okay. How's everyone doing today? Actually, before we do this, we should get the Argo CD dashboard up, right? That would be cool. Now, we don't have a load balancer for it yet because Metal LB isn't installed yet. So there's can't be a load balancer for it. So we're just going to proxy. We're going to proxy to this server. Or we're going to port forward. I say proxy and then I type proxy. Port forward. There we go. Now we can pull this up. Localhost. We got to get the we have got to get username and password. It's admin. Wow, this is super small. Oh, and my face is in the way. There we go. Not that you guys really need to see me typing in username and password. Actually, maybe it's better that my head's there. Ha! Actually, we need to get the password though. So let's see. How do we do that? I think it is. There's a secret that you get. Let's see if we can't get it from my history. There we go. This should be it. I'm not entirely worried because we don't actually expose Argo CD outside of the network, so it should be fine that you know my password. We should change it though. We'll change it in the future. I actually would like to expose this, and the reason I would like to expose it is because it gives, like, I want to expose it in a read only so that you can't actually mess with it. But if people want to see how the null cloud is deployed and see some of its stuff, they should be able to access it. But I'm not there yet, so. All right, let's do this. Let's do apply-f null cloud application. Are we ready to sync this? Oh, wow, they've actually updated this sidebar. Ooh, sweet. So we jumped 5 versions. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem with anything that we've created. Let's sync this. One resource, all of them. Uh-oh, it's not finding it. So usually it will really it will list the resources. Now, that could be because yeah. Wait, that seems like a weird error. RPC error code unavailable, description connection error. It's for the local one. That seems. Ooh, they have a. Oh, you can zoom in and out now? That's nice. All right, the error went away. Maybe it just needed some time. Maybe we can sync it now. Yeah, we can sync it now. Okay, it was just taking some time to get its crap together. It took a little time. It's okay. It's early here on the East Coast on a Saturday. It needed a coffee break first. All right, there we go. That's all of it. Are we ready to sync it? Last time this broke everything. But I did say to force adopt everything. I'm worried about this. What is this? 10 105. Let's see. Do we have that? Is that an in-cluster resource? 105. 10 105. I mean, it needs to be 105. 10 105. Is it this? 10 105, 149, 194? Nope. It's this one right here. So it's the Argo CD repo server. Connection refused. These seem to be running. They don't have restarts. Let's hope this is just a transient bug. Seems to come and go. All right, well, we're going to sync this anyways. We're going to sync this a little bit. It was syncing. Okay. Well, this says... Oh, this says it's unknown. Okay. Yeah, maybe this is not configured properly because it doesn't know anything beyond itself. Oh, and I broke Argo CD. Oh, it's back. It's back. So maybe we'll just give it a little bit more time. It's still working on some of this stuff. Let's just give a whole cluster check. Yeah. So we do have a replica set here for the null bot that's out. Okay. We don't have a pod for the null web, which is interesting because I think it said that it was healthy. Yeah, it's... This was one thing that didn't get changed. I would have expected it to work. I'm wondering if Argo CD is not quite working. Maybe we just need to sync this again. Come on. Synchronize. Get out there. I'm worried about this little bit of a transient error that we keep seeing pop up. All right, let's check out what our repo thing is. This seems to not be going away. Actually, do I need to connect? I thought that it could. So repositories, let's go to projects. We have the null cloud project. And the source repository is all, but maybe we need to actually add the repository. Let's try that. I thought that if you did a star, you could just do all of them. I guess I'm probably wrong. What we need to do then is get this repository as part of... We need to get this repository as part of a deployment file, so we don't have to do this again. All right, let's tell it to sync again. Let's let it wait. This still says connection refused, and it makes me think that it is refused to the actual service. Like, not to the Git repository. Again, I don't think that you need to because it's an external one. Let's check this out. This was the 149, 194, 149, 194 service. This one. Argo CD repo server. So let's check out Git pods. And then let's get these logs. I always do Git. So it's failing one of its calls. Did I apply some horrifying Istio configuration? Wait, did it all just sync now? No. This did, but the rest of the things are still I only have one Istio component. I only have one. And this is just the gateway. So I'm not like denying anything. Metal B is just doing its thing. Yeah. I think it's making headway. It even says this one's synchronized now, the null web. What? What? Says it's synchronized, but I feel like it's a lie. Let's see. There is a... there's no deployment. There's a gateway, virtual service. Oh, there's the deployment. Something's going on here with... Maybe Argo is just burning down. Let's check our... We seem to have plenty of resources. Our control plane is doing fine. And our workers are fine. Now, the only thing I can think of is this. We aren't running one of the Redis servers. We can check this out. I don't know why it's not running on the control plane. I don't think the control plane's tainted, but this should be an easy fix if the control plane's actually tainted. Uh, so we have failed scheduling, default scheduler, 3 nodes, 0 of 3 nodes available. 1 node had untolerated taint. This. Okay, so it is still tainted. Let's check out that. Kget nodes, kget nodes null server 0-o YAML. So it has node role here. Where's our node role? I hope this doesn't screw with how K0S does it. It doesn't have the slash master though. Oh, here, it does have a taint. Sorry. So let's just remove this taint. We don't want this. Do I have to do it through K0S though? Can I just do it here? That's what I don't know. Let me Google really quickly. So I'm afraid that they actually use this for something in the back end. So I did give it the controller role in the K0S, but I also gave it the worker. Let's see. What do you all think? Should I just untaint it? Yeah, I think the taint is just stored in etcd. It's not part of the configuration, so like, I can just use kubectl taint. I guess if it really screws up, as long as I can talk to the API server, I can add the taint back. Yeah, let's just remove it. So I don't do this often. Let's try this. I think this is how we do it. Let's do this. This one right here. So it's something like this: kubectl taint. And then we do nodes null server 0. We do the 1, but instead of a value, we could just give it a negative. I think this removes it. I think this is all we have to do. Not all we have to do. I thought that that's what we... Oh, wait. We have to... 1 second. We have to actually give the no schedule. We were close, I think. We have to do no schedule. I was really close to knowing that, but I didn't actually. Yeah. Okay, so now Argo should Yeah, it's starting to init. Beautiful. Beautiful. The proxy's going up. This never affected it before, but I don't know. Something weird's going on with the cluster. So maybe this will help it. It will give it a little more oomph. I 93% knew it. 93%. And this is why I don't like exams. I do really bad at exams because I know like 93% of of everything that I know it like to 90%. I don't know. I don't taint things often. A lot of the times it's in Argo anyways. I don't do it through kubectl often. All right. I'm just giving Argo a little bit of time. Now it's saying this is synchronized. Let's check it out. That didn't seem, and now we have a different TCP dial error. 186.94. Oh, that's to Redis. Okay, so it might not be initialized quite yet. It might need to. It basically, I think it hit the wrong one. It hit the one that's still initializing. Yeah. Okay. You're right. I need to get more familiar with the 6390 or 79. I don't actually use Redis a whole bunch. Surprise, surprise. Come on, you should be up by now. It's up. This can be misleading. Just because it says it's running doesn't mean it's joined. It doesn't mean the Argo server has done the handshake to join. It doesn't, but it should be close. This server is not doing anything else at the moment. So, and how come we keep hitting the bad server? My goodness. The nullbot is degraded. Well, beautiful. How do you know it's degraded? You can't even talk to it. What's it? This one is 8081. Oh, the 9490 149 90 194 is the Git repo. We don't do anything with any network except in here, and all that is installing. Let's see. Let's go through this stuff in the network. This is all stuff that was installed, but we install metal LB, which this should not cause any of these problems. In the network, we install this, a gateway, shouldn't cause any problems. We could just apply this manually, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, I see one problem here. This isn't even installing the metal LB. There we go. We'll get that pushed. So then it's just the Cloudflare crap, which, I mean, this is creating a namespace and just creating some issuers. Again, some role bindings and service accounts. That cannot. Cert manager shouldn't be. This shouldn't be here. Yeah. And Argo CD is in here, but it's not actually being deployed. Let me push that cleanup. What did I remove? Gets data. Actually, before I make this commit, was it even part of the customization? So that was in the certs. Was it part of the customization? Yes, it was. I needed to remove it from here too. There we go. Let's not do that. Let's add again. Now we can do this. All right, let's check this out. So it's going to the right repo, deployments, infra, overlays, prod. Let's animate this. I said animate, but let's actually push this. Let's render this file ourselves. So this is an easy test that you can do. Not what I meant to go to. You can just do customize build. There you go. There you go. It's not valid. I think it's having a little bit of I don't know if this is. It had a comparison error. If the comparison error was the fact that it couldn't render it, I guess that's a comparison error. Okay, so we have a problem from the resources network. Infra network must resolve to a file or okay, so it's having a problem with the backticks, backdoors, two backdoors to a network. Which file is this? And it's trying to do it in deployments infra network. That seems right. Let's actually check the file. So infra network. And there is a customization. That seems right. 1 second. There is no advertisement. Oh, maybe it hasn't pulled in the new Git. Because that was maybe something that was there for a little bit. Let's make sure because I moved Metal LB out of the network. So this advertisement.yaml was in network, but I moved that out this morning before this started. Let's synchronize this. Oh wait, but this is like on my current one. I'm an idiot. 1 second. let's dig into this because this is like current status. So this is still bad. Somehow it's looking for this network advertisement. Let's see. Why is it looking for this file? Where is it what file is making it look for this? The infra/network is right here though. And it does not have that. So the customize does /network, which hits here. The only thing that has advertisement is this Metal LB one. Is that oh, is the file saved? Uh did I just not save it? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm such a noob. Look at that little dot. A little dot. Oh. Oh. The pain. Thank you, Russ. Russell. Thank you, Russell. Ugh. I'm so annoyed. All right. Let's get back to actually seeing if we're getting these errors, but they don't seem to stop the synchronization. So I'm wondering if they're just problems because it's upset with the YAML that I've given it. That's my working theory right now. Although it seems awfully slow. I guess it's still working on the infra. This one should work. Actually, let's while we're waiting for this to do stuff, let's actually try it. Because what we can do is this here. Metal LB. We can actually just run the whole overlay for infra. So let's do that. So it's just infra overlays dev or prod. Well, that's what we did do. So all infra builds out just fine. And something appears to not be working right in the cluster itself. But everything appears to be running. We have our headless service. We have all three of these. Let's get the logs from these pods. I'm just going to get Redis logs. Seems fine. Okay, so 1 seems fine. 2 seems to be having problems. Let's just delete 2. It should come back. This is what I get for running it in high availability. Okay, so this is actually what I want to avoid with assembly line. So one of the things here that, I love Argo CD, but I don't know. I'm kind of almost tired of the what is the drawing app called? Did I not bookmark this? I should have. Yeah, I did. I did bookmark it. I was gonna say. I think I said I was gonna bookmark it. I should have bookmarked it. All right. I'm kind of tired of the. This is our application. There's our application. This is Argo CD. It's almost like we've taken microservices to the extreme where when I build, for me, a microservice is like an architecture for a full service, not an application I give to somebody. Um, and so I get it as well. I think we should get away from this. I think this is bad. Yeah, accelerate draw. Anyways, I think that this is a bad pattern, and this is what I would love to avoid with assembly line. You can give this power without requiring everybody that uses it to deploy this. So the fact is that deploying Argo CD is all of this is kind of not great in my opinion. And I mean, this is the whole Kubernetes approach too, because if you check out what's running for Kubernetes, you have the API server, etcd. Now, obviously, you need a backend data store, and that's always going to happen. But there's ways to handle that by making it like a pluggable interface so you can pick the database that you want to use. If somebody provides a database that will work for you, then great. And there's actually a project called Kine that kind of lets you do that. That's pretty nice. But I don't know. I think Argo CD could do what they did without all of this. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's check out what Argo CD is doing. Oh, it's syncing. It's actually doing something. Did my reboot of did my reboot of Redis server fix something? That one just seemed to be having problems, and I guess it hasn't come back online yet. So maybe that just maybe everybody was hitting this Redis server and that was causing all the problems. And now that it's out of the pool, things are moving. We'll check on it in just a bit. I need to check on something really quickly. All right. In that case, we should move on to some programming. I think we have two things to. We have a couple things to do. We need to write a. There's a call for papers for CI/CD conference. I think that we should work on some papers, and I'll happily work on those on stream. Um, I think it would be fun for the community to have something to go to if we can get a paper accepted. Um, Especially if it's a place where I could hang out and meet some people. So we have that to do. We have work on assembly line to theorize about. That's probably more AcceleDraw than anything else. Um, and then we have the null cloud, which I would actually like to push forward with the allowing people to schedule pods to run on a workload cluster. So to do that, I need two things. We need authentication and authorization, which raw code suggested a platform. So we can look at that doing that, or we can actually start writing the microservice that basically just takes those requests and parses them into what we need. Actually, let me show you what we can do. What my plan for that is in Argo CD, you can have in here, you can have these clusters. And so right now we're just working on our local cluster, but our local cluster is the control plane cluster. Obviously, we're still struggling with loading stuff, as some of these things are still not up yet. I hope deleting this stateful set, it was designed to come back. I mean, it looks like it's coming back. But it's not doing a whole lot. Uh, Split brain fix. This terrifies me that there is a container called split brain fix in the. So they're all waiting on pod initialization. We can dig into this later. Hopefully it comes up. As you can see, there is this in cluster. This is the only cluster. So my goal here is to have two clusters for our execution. So this will be our control plane. And this runs the control plane, our website. Everything that's us, that's the null cloud, will run on this control plane cluster. Microservices should start in seconds, not minutes. This is Redis. It's not really a microservice in the sense of things. It's starting. It's operating. I really don't like Redis. This is not even because I work for a better database. I don't like Redis. Redis has so many problems, like the fact that there's a container that's running a split brain fix. Why is that container there? And the fact that that container needs to exist is downright horrifying. I realize that saying this now, I will never work for Redis, but I think that's okay. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. But I have to run it because, well, Argo CD requires it. All right, so we'll have this control plane cluster, and then we'll have this workload cluster. And this workload cluster will be workload cluster. And this is where customers' data is going to be running. And this is going to also run gvisor just like we do. So the gvisor is going to be there. I actually think I don't have enough hardware to have another cluster. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is this workload cluster is actually I'm going to have to go buy some Raspberry Pis and have a Raspberry Pi that is the workload cluster. That's going to be the first thing. So it's just going to be an ARM workload cluster. That's going to be like the cheapest thing that I can do. Is to do that. And I'll probably do Pine 64s here. Pine 64s. Because I can actually buy them, and they're better bang for the buck. So let's see. We can go to. They have these right here. The Quartz 64 Model A. I get like 8 gigs of memory. So like if everybody's getting 1 gig of memory, it's pretty good. 8 gigs of memory. They have a PCI slot here, so I can stick storage on them as well. So I can stick an SSD on it pretty easily. I'll probably just boot them off of SSD because the mounted drive will be the actual thing that gets written to, so the SSD won't wear out because it will really just be read. And so I think this is what we'll build our workload cluster off of. I can get 3. I probably will get like 6 of these, so I can do a highly available control plane and the 3 nodes for actually running people's workloads. 4 core, if I have 3 of them. That gives enough for a couple people. Anyways, so we'll have this workload cluster, and basically what will happen is, as you can see, every workload here is described in here. And what's going to happen is everybody that goes to deploy, they're going to give us a Git repo, and we're going to build an image off of it, and we're going to build them an application, basically. So everybody's app is going to be an app in Argo CD that's going to handle deploying it and maintaining it. So when they push a new image, it's going to automatically update here, or can. That should be a setting on whether it automatically does or not. And so we're going to manage that all through Argo CD. I think that's the plan, is to power all of that off of just what Argo CD brings to the table. If we can, get this working. Well, that's another reason to get these, is I can get these. And they're actually better and cheaper. So like they're going to be $80 for this. So if we get 6 of them, I'm only allowed to get 3. Okay, so if we get 3 of them, and then I come back and buy 3 more in just a second. They also have, let's see. They have these for the SSDs. So I need a couple of these. for the M2 SSDs. I don't actually want that. I want one that connects to the PCI. Do they have a PCI one? Oh, this is Pinebook Pro. I don't want Pinebook Pro. I just want SSD stuff. It doesn't matter. I can look for the stuff. That's the idea. All right, Argo is running. Ooh, is everything working now? So our infra died. Ooh, look at this. We're actually getting stuff, though. This is nice. What controller is being deployed? I don't remember. There's... Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's still not running well, and we have plenty of resources. Plenty of resources. There's nothing constraining this. I don't know. So we have Cert Manager running. There's the Metal LB stuff running. This is looking groovy. We have some warnings. Let's see. Yeah, I think all of these are gonna... we still have... Okay, so there's a few things that are still not happy. I think we just delete this and see if it comes back. 49... which one was this? Which one was this? Let's delete this and have it come back. That was the repo server. So let's delete both repo servers. We'll give it just a second. One of them is back up and running. That should be good enough. I can't tell it to refresh, so that could be just a lasting. They got one. It's actually feeling more snappy. Yeah, like it's feeling like it's loading. Okay, so maybe we've cleared. Maybe I just needed to delete those all along. Maybe those were just up. No, never mind. Oh, wait. No, we're good. We're good. It's feeling better. It's feeling better. No, never mind. Maybe we shouldn't have gone with the HA deployment. Let's check out our Redis. Actually, let's check out these repo servers that seem to be causing so much problems. I didn't really want to debug these. Seems fine, actually. Okay, this is looking better. Let's see. One second. Hey, Moira. Could you tell Mari and Malik to come down here really quickly? Thank you. 1 second. I have to deal with some children really quickly. I'll be right back. Interesting. Very interesting. I must be like really close to overloading the power requirements for a single USB port for this little Mac Mini that everything's plugged into. Because everything's plugged into like a USB hub that's plugged into it. And so when I turn the 48 volts on, everything on the USB hub would die and come back, except for the camera. The camera, the camera was seeming to do fine. But I had to unplug the camera, unplug the Stream Deck, and turn 45 volts phantom power onto the microphone, then restart everything. I need to actually get like a mute button. Actually, I could have muted it in the software. Well, never mind. All right. Well, let's see. All of these are just like warnings. It actually seems to be doing fine. Like, it actually is getting these. Manifest cache error. So this is like this like right here is it's freaking Redis. Never build your app on top of Redis. It will give you heartache. Yep. Yep. Redis is still upset. Redis is still angry. Is this just that the other Redis servers don't like it? Did it not get the certs? Hmm. So the Redis 0 is the only happy Redis. Oh. I'm not fixing this today. Oh, wait 1 second. It's screwed up my desktop. That didn't fix it? Well, let's see if we can't do something about it. There we go. Just change the setting and then change it right back. All right. So Redis is angry. I'm not going to fight with it more today. I don't know why it worked one time. I had it working just fine. And now. But this is the joys of Redis. This is the joys of Redis. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's ready to accept connection. Connecting to the main one here. This main one, let's see. I'm assuming is this one. I don't know that. And since it's a stateful set, it's getting their IPs through this. Yeah, I'm not going to debug this anymore. Do I redeploy in not HA? So just a single Redis. I wanted to do this properly. I wanted to do it with 3 replicas since like it's the backbone. This feels I'll work on this on my own time. Sorry. I'm out of ideas. I mean, it's probably their certs that aren't. Is my guess. This right here is this announce 0. So I'm assuming this is the main one here that it's trying to connect to. And that's why both of these are angry. They both don't have the cert. But this should be logging then, but it's not. So is it just... Are these just screwed up? These services? So this is the server, the headless service here. So we have endpoints 0, 5, 112, and 2, 5. This right here is to the 2, 5. Oh, interesting. So the 0 is going to the 2, 5 here. I don't know that that is actually the IPs of these, though. Let's do this. kubectl k get pods dash o wide dash in argo cd. Are these just screwed up in their mapping? So let's see. This one here, okay, so that is the main one. The main one is 2.5, which endpoint of 2.5, so their announce is correct. And that endpoint in the headless service is 2.5. So this all looks correct. This is the pod Argo CD Redis service 0. The weird thing is the main one doesn't seem to be refusing connections. It should be logging that it doesn't, that the connection was refused. So this makes me think that it's not even getting it. It's not even making it there to get refused. Because if it was refusing the cert, that should be a log message, 100%. If it's not, Redis is even more of a dumpster fire than I blame it to be. All right. All right. I need to I need to take a break. I need to freshen my mind. I need to think of what we want to do next. I want to program something. I want to stop debugging Redis and its problems. I need to think about this. I need to poke around. This all looks correct to me. I think the next thing I'll need to do is like actually just mount a BusyBox pod and start, seeing what these are actually giving as in cluster DNS. I think that's probably the actual problem here. as this keeps getting, yeah. Basically, if they hit anything but the main one, it's going to have a problem. Which is dumb. And I really do want to do HA, so anyways, I'm going to go take a break, and I'm going to make a cup of coffee. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. When I do come back, we will be doing some programming. Either whatever you guys want. Let me know. We have assembly line to pseudo program on. We kind of have to come up with next steps, what I'm going to do. I think I want to start working on the server. I think Russell is working on some of the agent type of stuff. And so I'd kind of like to start working on some of the server type of stuff. We have Legion, and we have the microservice that this should be using that maybe we can't work on quite yet because this isn't working at all. Russell just came back. Well, don't worry, Russell. The only thing that I've done for the last 10 minutes is figure out what's wrong with Argo CD, which is, again, the thing that's wrong with it is Redis. And I'll leave this screen open so you can look over it because it looks all right to me. And maybe I'm missing something dumb, especially since I'm kind of frustrated and done with this at this point. But it looks all right to me. Like the main HA proxy server has their services. The servers have their services. I didn't check the HA proxy for the Redis, so maybe it's in here. But basically, all of these headless services that are running this. So if you look at these announces and the headless service, these are all looking correct. So the main Redis server, and the reason I don't think and I think it's like either DNS or whatnot, is the main server is never rejecting. So this says connection refused. But this is never saying that it's refusing a connection, so that kind of rules out certs. So, anyways, I'll leave this right here. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee. All right, we have assembly line. When I get back, assembly line. We have the service on top of this, but I don't want to work on that because I'm just done with this system at this point. And then we have Legion. So whichever one we want to work on, I'll leave it up to you guys. I want to program on something, or we can just program on the nullbot because that's easy to pick up and do something. I only have DNS or Istio. I don't think it's Istio because we haven't done anything with Istio other than installed it. This is why we need to like just do like a busy box and ping around in there. I mean, let's shoot. Did I just misspell uninstall? At least one of the revision or I don't know how to uninstall. Help! Oh, is this just uninstalling Istio from the cluster? I don't know what revision. How do I get the revision? Revision. There we go. Revision default. I'm gonna go get coffee while that's uninstalling. I'm sorry, guys, that this is what this divulged down to. I didn't want to. I wanted to do other things, but last time we had this installed, it had Istio, just the default Istio running. But I mean, this is a newer version of Istio, and it's a newer version of Argo CD. I don't know. I don't know. I'll be right back. All right. All right. Uh, what are we doing? The other option I didn't give you guys, but maybe you guys would like to. Is there something like a challenge that you'd like me to try to do? I probably will fail. Probably will fail. I don't mind trying though. I did just uninstall Istio so we could see if that actually, you know what I could do? I could just reset the Kubernetes cluster entirely and then just install Argo CD just to make sure I clean install. That's what I'll do. I'll do it off stream though. I'll just reset the cluster, install Argo CD, only Argo CD. Make sure that's working first before I do anything else. That's what I'll do next time. And I mean, like, I'll check every single pod to make sure that it's connected, it's up, it's running, and then that way, if we add something, we know we broke it at that point. I'll try that. The elevator programming game. Challenge 1. Transport 15 people in 60 seconds or less. I don't understand, but let's try this. Let's try this. I don't understand exactly what I'm doing, but you know what? I will give it a shot. And yeah, this is good. This is giving me something to fun. Well, hopefully fun. Gonna update the title really quickly, just in case other people would like to see. All right. Let's see. Not okay. So it looks like this is the elevator here. Um, does start run our code? Okay, so start is going to run our code. Oh, okay. So this is the number that they want to get to, and the elevators just go. Oh, okay. So the elevator is literally just going from floor 0 to floor 1. Okay, I got it. I got it. Now, and this is how many people have been transported. This is the time that's ellipsed. This is the number transported. Okay, okay, okay. Let's reset this. Let's reset this. I got it. Oh, no, I don't want to reset to the default implementation. I want to, I want to restart the time. How do I restart the time? I just want to reset the time. That reset doesn't reset the time though. Oh wait, you guys can't see because my let me fix this. Let me fix this. My head's in the way. My head's in the way. Oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, 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 oh. That's horrifying. There we go. Let's move that down. So the time that's elapsed isn't isn't getting reset. Is there no way to reset that? Oh, there. We have to play the whole challenge out. So I guess we just have to speed it up when we don't when we're okay. So I know what to do now. Sorry, that was all right. So on idle. So whenever they Can we get the destination? So on here I saw that there was like the destinations that they want to get. Can we get people in? All right. I want to see if we can get people in the elevator. Ah, destination queue. Okay, so there is a destination queue. Okay, hit apply to run the code, the top bit of the puzzle. There's an API detail that, yeah. Oh, you just press apply and it restarts it? Okay, that's that's helpful. Okay, so there's this destination queue. I guess I'll just call check destination queue here. So in this on idle, let's check the destination queue. We'll just var QE equals elevator check destination queue. Beautiful. So now we at least have a queue. I'm not entirely sure what this. Oops. I'm not entirely sure what this queue has. It's an array. This function return checks the destination queue for any new destinations to go to. Note that you only need to call this if you modify the destination queue explicitly. Get pressed floors. Get the currently pressed floor numbers as an array. What's a pressed floor? Oh, press, like somebody pressed the button. I got it. Never mind. Don't worry. Don't, Redis has gotten me. I got it. Press floor numbers. Okay, so press floor number. Okay, You know what? I kind of want to see. Can we just do this? I'm going to do this. This is really dumb. I feel like. I don't know what's in. I don't know what's in this queue. This. It made it sound like. And this is JavaScript, so I'm really bad with JavaScript. Just so people know. I don't like this like what does it return? I don't know what this returns. It's a function. Does it not return anything? Maybe I just need to get the destination queue. Okay, maybe that's what we need to do. That seems maybe better. I don't know that it returns anything, and what we do is that's just like updating it, and then we can do var next floor equals elevator dot destination QUE at 0. If there is none, this might fail. I don't know what JavaScript will do here. And then we're just going to do that as the next floor. This should make sure that nobody gets stuck, because we did get that one person that wanted to go to 2 and we were just oscillating. Oh, wait, I didn't hit apply. This is a good point, though, is we're not going to get people that are calling from another floor. So I already see a bug here. And okay, so this is getting an NA. Wait, why aren't they getting in and pressing? So I broke it. This is not working. I don't think I understand this destination queue. It has destinations. I gave it one. All right, let me read the. So we can listen to events, idle, floor button pressed. Oh, this is where, okay, we need to implement this here. This is what we need to implement next. So basically, if somebody presses the floor button, we need to add this to the destination queue. We need to add this to the destination queue. All right, that's what we need to do. Pause this epic failure. All right, on a floor button pressed, we need to add it to the destination queue. So what we'll do is elevate dot. Let's see. Destination queue. Is there like a pop command for these JavaScript append to an array? I'm sorry, I have to look this up. Yeah, you hit the stage where the elevator just couldn't be used. I've hit that stage. I've hit that stage and I've hit it hard. Just push. Okay, good. Push. There we go. Destination queue dot push. I almost hit save. All right, we'll apply that. All right. Elevator's still broken. Elevator's still broken. I think it has a problem with this. So let's see if we put a destination. Is there... Can I put some logging in here? I need some logs. I need some logs. This is kind of fun. I'm kind of having fun. Thank you for recommending this. Okay. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what this is returning. Like, is it a number? Not sure. Oh, okay. They have more. Okay, let's actually. Oh, okay. This is a little bit better. This is a little bit better down here. Sorry, I was just looking at this up here, and this seems to be better down here. All right. Destination queue. But it's just an array, but it doesn't tell me an array of what. The current destination queue, meaning the floor numbers the elevator is scheduled to go, can be modified and emptied if desired. Note that you need to call check destination queue for the change to take effect immediately. Got it? Check the destination queue for any new destinations. Go that call this only. Okay, so basically I need to call this before getting the destination queue. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This is obviously bad. Is it? Let's apply. Yeah, that doesn't help it. Okay. All right. Well, that works to just say go to floor 1. It's not optimal. How is it even working? This destination queue. I feel like this is doing something that I don't understand. All right, so I think I was doing this wrong. I think this destination queue, if you push it on it, it's going to automatically go to that destination. So basically all we have to do, we shouldn't be calling go to floor. We should just be updating this queue to be the queue that we want to go to. Okay, so I'm going to work on that theory. So let's delete this. Maybe on idle, we just need to check the destination queue. Okay? Okay, maybe that's what we need to do. Now, let's see. Let's restart. Let's start. All right, so here we have a problem is there are people waiting and the elevator should come to them. So on idle, we should check the destination queue. Not there. Then we need to check get floors pressed. Get the currently pressed floor numbers as an array. I think this is like people waiting. So let's try this. Go have a look at what go to floor actually does. Okay, I will. So on idle, we're going to maybe get pressed floors. You said go look at go to floor actually does. Go to floor. Cue the elevator, go to a specific floor number. If you specify true as second argument, the elevator will go to that floor directly and then go to any other queued floor. So you can override the queue. Okay. Cool. Okay, not bad. Let's check this out. All right, get floors pressed. If it's longer than 0, we're going to do this really dumb just to make sure this is working as we expect. We're going to get var next floor equals this. I'm guessing this is an array since it's a length. So can we just do like 0? Is that? Can you do this? Can you chain this like this? This feels wrong. Maybe there's a get pressed floors. Let's see this. It gets as an array. Is there a get function? I'm just going to guess that there's a get function. Instead of doing this right here, which looks dirty, there's like a get at 0. That's my guess. And then we're just going to say go to, it was go to floor. Yeah, there we go. We're not going to force it. We're just going to queue it. We're just going to enqueue it. Now it should go right away because we're only checking this if it's idle. Go to floor, next floor. Let's apply that. Wait, I think this needs a semicolon here. Apply that. So this is not working as intended. Not working at all. Okay. Hey Malik, how about you go upstairs? Thank you. All right. So this didn't. Oh wait. I'm an idiot. I did net floor over here. All right. Maybe that's. No, it's still not working. It's still not working, but that was definitely a bug. All right, so a floor also has a method. Also, go to floor adds floors to the queue in case, like me, you didn't realize that at first. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, right here. It says like do it after anything else, which I assume just adds it to the queue. And this, I'm assuming, adds it to the queue. It just adds it to the first thing in the queue. I don't know the exact implementation. implementation. A floor also has methods. Oh, okay. Elevator object, event, floor object. Floor number gets the floor number of the floor object. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, I get it. So this is probably okay. Okay. I need to call this property here because this is not the this is the getting the floor probably. That's probably the object that's here. Yeah, I'm going to guess. And that was a property. I hit save. Uh no. No. That was a good thought. All right, get floored. Wait, I said get pressed floors. Is that the right API? This is when a passenger inside the elevator. Oh, wait. There are events for this. Up button pressed. Trigger when somebody has pressed the up button at a floor. Note that the passenger will press the button again if they fail to enter an elevator. Okay. So this is for each floor. So we'll have to get a list of floors and register for each one of those. Okay. We can go this route. This seemed more tedious than what I was doing. Is there just a global listener? I thought that what does get pressed floors mean? What does get pressed floors mean? I'm wondering if get pressed floors, this get the currently pressed floor numbers as an array, is actually the ones inside the elevator. Inside the elevator. So I think we need to get all the floors and put a listener for their up and down press. Okay. So how do I get all the floors? Oh, on the init. Okay. Got it. Got it. 1 second. They're right here. So this must be a list of floors. So, yep. You and I are thinking on the same lines here. I just didn't realize I had floors sitting here. Okay. Let's use the first elevator. Are there 2 elevators? Is that the secret to this? Is you could make more elevators? Like there's only 1 here, but we're going to get like 30 of them. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's what we're doing. Oh, there's levels? I'm still on the first level? Oh no. I'm such a failure. Such a failure. All right, so yeah, we'll do floors for each. We'll do the. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do the function floor. I don't know how to write JavaScript functions. I'm just winging off of what you wrote. Actually, this is what this is doing. So I mean, fairly. We're going to do this, and then this is giving us the floor, so we should get the floor number. And so what we need to do is check if it's pressed. Let's see. We're just going to do on elevator idle, on elevator. No. There's these. Up button pressed. So then we can do it basically floor dot on up button pressed. Do a nice little function here. Beautiful. In this function, we are going to basically do elevator dot destinations. We're just going to do this. Boom. But this is going to be floor. There was a property to get this from the floor. What was that property? Floor num. That's what it is. So floor dot floor num. And then this, we're going to copy and paste this for on down, down. This isn't doing any logic here because this is literally just saying if any button was pressed, add that floors to the destination. Pretty dumb, but I'm just trying to get something working. So we'll see if this works. That did not work. Now, interesting, it seemed to be fine until it got a passenger. So I screwed something up there. This looks right. So I've screwed something up. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to check the destination queue before I do something with it, right? I think that's like how they. No. Nope. Nope, wrong. Nope. Nope. Stop. I've ruined it. All right. Let's see. I think I did it with this for each here. Let's see. For each we have a floor. And on that we're doing the on, and these are the right ones. Let's check that. That's what they're doing here. So that seems right. Was it check before or after? Oh, I thought it was. Good point. I don't know. Check. Okay, here it has it after, but it says the current destination of the queue, meaning the floor numbers. Note that you need to call check destination queue for the change to take effect immediately. Oh, okay. I'm using this completely wrong. Completely wrong. So let's delete this here. You are correct, good sir. Basically, for if we update the destination, we need to call this. Okay, I got it. This is still broken. Stop. Somehow what I did here has broken what was working here. This was working, right? I mean, I could just use go to floor, but this should work, right? I'm just adding it to a destination queue, right? I don't understand why this wouldn't work. This seems more elegant than calling go to floor. I guess go to floor probably calls that for you. Okay, that's fine. Maybe this is more elegant. Still busted. So we can change this to go to floor as well. So on idle, check destination queue. We don't need to call this. We haven't changed anything. I thought that was updating the queue that you got. Like there was an internal mechanism and to synchronize it. That's what I was thinking, but I was wrong. So we're using go to floor here on get floor numbers pressed. And we're just getting one of them. This was working though. I don't understand why it doesn't work now. And why aren't these other people getting in the car? Like it break when it goes to NA in, it just breaks. Gets floors pressed. I'm wondering if 1 second. If they press 0, will it work? Is this Come on. When are you going to press 0? Oh, it's also going to NA in here when they just do one up here first. So I'm breaking something in this. Now I'm referencing this elevator in these functions. I think this to me feels like a code smell, but I think this is fine. Because this is the elevator. Like I think when you have multiple elevators you could reference I think this is fine for this. Okay, I'm obviously doing something wrong. Can I expand this? Okay, I can't. You know, I'm just going to copy and paste this to VS Code over here. All right. This is a little bit easier. What am I doing wrong? Why when... Okay, well, we can just use go to floor here. Okay, that's easy. Let's update that. We're just using go to floor everywhere. But I don't think that's our full problem. Check that out. It actually gave us a thing. Sweet. There's a problem with your code. Really? Oh, really? Oh, really? There's a problem. Thanks for telling me. I don't know that this actually helped me. Thank you for letting me know that there's a problem with my code. I got it. Yeah, having some log would be actually really nice here because like I feel like I'm missing something dumb, but I don't know what it is necessarily. Like this caused some big error. Oh, I did. I know why. There's no floor in here. There we go. But I don't know why this is causing errors. So no matter if they're here or if they get on the first floor, if they start on the first floor, they actually get in before erroring. But why does getting in cause it to error? Seems like my life today. Little problems. Little problems. We'll get through this. What are the other idle? No more queued destinations. So this is when it's idle. It doesn't seem to be an idle. Actually, let's delete the on idle because we have these now. That's what I was trying to do on the on idle anyways. So this is going in A when a floor button is pushed. So when this button is pushed or even this button is pushed, this is getting very upset right here. So let's see if they have something. So the floor object has a property of floor num. Oh, I'm using it as a property. It's a function. That's it. I'm sorry. I thought it was a property. Oh my gosh. There you go. I think this will pass what we need it to. I don't know. I almost now feel like the not error reporting is kind of a feature. Not a bug. It's a feature. All right, I need to save this code. What I need to do is I think I'll do one of these each Saturday. I think this is fun enough to do that. Um, uh, I don't know if they'll save like where I am, like if this is saved in a cookie. So I'm gonna save each one of these so that we can just copy and paste. I'm a certified. I'm gonna have to put that on my bio. Certified. I'm gonna get some company. Do you want to come work for us on our? No, thank you. I am not certified. Transport 20 people in 60 seconds or less. So this is gonna be harder because we don't necessarily. Our algorithm's kind of dumb. It went to a random floor. Wait, it worked. 1 second left. 1 second left. Oh, okay, 1 second. We gotta 1 second. CP challenge 1 to challenge 2. I actually think that I would fail some of the time. I think it would be partially about the luck of where people joined, and where they were wanting to go. So it looks like there's more now. Let's just run this. I just want to see what it does, but I'm gonna be done for today. I have stuff to do, appointments to go to. Wait, what's different about this one? The elevator can hold more. Oh, the max number of people. So maybe we need to start working in our. Also, we have dirty queues. It's going to floors that don't have people anymore because the people press the button and there's no people there anymore. We still. Actually, we. Oh. Oh, dude. We were right at 60 seconds. Oh, okay. 1 second. 1 second. Let's do this again. Ah. Okay, but so this is we do have to figure out the dirty queue where we're stopping at floors that we don't need to. I think that's because. So this is my theory on this: is that a person here queues, and then a person here queues, and then another person here queues. And what that means is this elevator comes here and gets both people from that floor, and then it goes up here. But it means this is a dirty queue now because it's in there. So what we need to do is when we land at a floor, we need to check if we get all the people, and if we got all the people, so basically we'll have to see how many things were queued for that floor and how many passengers we brought on. I don't even know if there's an API for that, but if there is, that's what we need to do. We need to clear that queue. That's what we need to do. I won't pass level 4. Are you sure? This is like the... Oh, because there's 2. Okay, okay, fine. Can I pass it with only 1 elevator working? Okay, but seriously, all I have to do is... This is where it starts to get in. So we have the dirty queue. We have the dirty queue. But we also now have 2 elevators to work in tandem. And what we really need is an orchestrator at this point. This is going to start getting kind of interesting because I really wish it wasn't. I really wish you could run locally. Can you run locally? We might be able to run locally. We'll have to check it out. It would be a little bit easier if we could run locally because I want to like break it into a couple of files because what we really need is an orchestrator. When you get more elevators, you need something that knows where the people are and where the elevator that makes sense goes to. Which I feel like doing it all in this might be a little tedious. A little tedious. Right, right. You have to sync the work across the elevators. This is good. This is good. We'll do one of these next Saturday. I'm gonna look about seeing if we can run it locally. I feel like we should be able to. I'm going to give this a star. It was fun. Maybe we should do our own that allows you to do it in a WASM language and allows you to have the code locally. So like takes a zip file of the code. I like this game. I think that this is actually a really good game on like learning to program. And one of the reasons I say that is like a lot of the times it's like, do we come up with, and I think some like senior engineers struggle with this, where they over-engineer something right at the beginning. It's like, no, this will work. This will be fine, and it works, and it's simple. Don't make things complicated. But then you also get to learn how to write code. And actually, this is one of the things that I like about Advent of Code, where they ask you that second question that makes you almost inevitably rewrite the first half that have how you did it. And because of that, it kind of forces you to learn to write your code in a way where um, where it forces you to write your code in a way that's more mutable, more changeable in the future, which I really like. Yeah, it's fun and it pushes you to learn more. I like this. We're gonna play this game for a little bit, but I would love to have a game like this on the Null Cloud eventually. I've always thought of something like the Advent of Code, but something that just ran on. I say ran on, but like something where we could just always add more challenges. It wasn't like a set time frame where it was like, okay, a new puzzle is launched and it's its own thing. Something like this elevator saga is also pretty cool. So yeah, we'll have to figure something out for us to host and run. It seems like this person isn't doing anything with this anymore, and that's fine. I get it, but this is cool. All right, yeah, he hasn't. 2 years ago, he updated the README, but it's really been like 7 years. That's awesome though. I had fun. It's good ending to a not great beginning. I'm going to reset our cluster. I'm going to try Argo CD with nothing. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I don't know at this point. I'm kind of frustrated. It worked with the exact same configuration last time. Except I have bumped the versions of everything, so I mean like that can cause these problems, I guess. Um Yeah, and I'm going to try to get the untainting of the controller as part of some workflow as well. Have a good weekend, everyone.